So guys, the crypto markets have been pumping and dumping these last few weeks with all the uncertainty in the market with Trump's tariffs, how the markets are performing in the US, a lot of mixed sentiment based off of where we're at in this cycle, and exactly more than likely where we're going to be heading in the next few weeks. But today, I want to give you guys a broad perspective on the markets, run you guys through a few specific indicators and show you where price action is and exactly when you should have taken profits and more than likely when you should be taking profits in the near future. But if you're new to my channel, go ahead and check out the rest of my content. I'm an intermediate trader documenting my journey since the beginning of 2023, showing you guys my wins, my losses, keeping you guys updated on the day-to-day events, price action on Bitcoin and altcoins, and overall just how liquidity is shifting and how you need to position yourself. I know there's a lot of lost hope right now. A lot of people are running around just looking for good information, understanding exactly what is going to be happening in the next few weeks. And today, I want to give you guys a broad perspective as to what has happened in previous cycles, what you should be looking at, and pretty much how you can position yourself around your specific assets to really read the markets and understand when to take profits and where we're going to be going. But overall, with all that talk, let's go ahead and jump into the charts and exactly what you need to see. So guys, on this YouTube channel, we keep up with the day-to-day events, price action on Bitcoin, altcoins, all that good stuff. But overall, the indicators that I want to show you today and the charts is around Bitcoin dominance and the total 2 chart. Why is that? Because the main asset in the crypto markets is Bitcoin. We see all the liquidity run around Bitcoin and USDT and all this good stuff, guys, whenever the markets are, in fluctuations. And then whenever we see Bitcoin peak out, liquidity starts to pour into the rest of the market, which is altcoins. And you can read this in the total 2 chart. So the way I want you guys to be looking at this is whenever we saw Bitcoin peak out in the previous cycle in 2021, you can see that it started to crash down very significantly. Now, when did this happen? This happened in December 28th of 2020. Now, we saw it start to crash down all the way until May 17th of 2021. Now, if we compare that to the total 2 chart, you can see that that is how liquidity shifted back into altcoins. You saw that in December, right at the end of December 28th, this is when liquidity started to pour back into the total 2 chart, and it ripped up all the way until May of 2021 before crashing down. And then in the Bitcoin dominance chart, you can also see in May of, I'm sorry about these ads, Jesus ads, right here in May 24th of 2021, it started to peak back up a little bit more before dropping back down in August. And in the total 2 chart, you can see it as well. It peaked up before falling back down at the end of August. And guys, if you keep up with these charts and these indicators, you can really start to understand how liquidity actually shifts and understand exactly the price action behind the markets. Now, if we compare this to an asset that was really keen in 2021, you can see Doge, okay guys? So, damn, these ads, they know I'm shooting a YouTube video. Like, comment, subscribe, guys. We're trying to get monetized on this YouTube channel so I can go full time into this stuff. I'm day trading, doing all the good stuff, but still trying to figure all this stuff out. But overall, you can see the price action around Doge. It didn't return. It was just sideways price action until the beginning of 2021. Then we started to see a little bit of price action return, and then it ripped up in April all the way into May. This is whenever we saw the total 2 chart rip up quite significantly. Now, at the end of the day, assets are gonna, correspond to the markets completely differently. Sometimes they're gonna be delayed. Sometimes they're gonna be much more faster than the market. So right now, you can see that Doge broke down after that point, had a little bit more of a rip up because the total 2 chart also ripped up as well 2 more times. And you can see how it correlated before just trading sideways. So you need to be looking for these big pumps. And now we saw this in 2024. Back in March, if you've been keeping up with the markets and my YouTube channel, we saw the crazy pumps in 2024. You can see it with the Doge chart on CoinGecko. Look, in 2024, we saw the rip up in March and in April, and then we saw the last rip up all the way in December. Now, you should have been keeping up with these, and this is where you should have taken profits. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I didn't take a lot of profits either, so I'm kind of sitting with the bag right now. And how I'm correlating this to the riskier assets. Condex is one of the riskier plays that I'm working with, but you can also see how the price action moved into this coin in the March period into May. We saw a crazy rip up until we saw the breakdown, sideways price action, and then another rip up in November and December. So you can see the correlation, guys, with Bitcoin dominance as well as the total 2 chart and exactly how it affects assets, big assets as well as small assets. And this is where you can start to position yourself based off of what's happening. Now, if we think about, okay, what's going to be happening in the next few weeks, in the next few months, how can you position yourself to overall be profitable and make sure that you to, take profits when you need to take profits, and don't get left holding the bag like most of us do. Overall, if you look at the chart right now, Bitcoin dominance has just been rallying up all of 2023, honestly 2022 all the way to 2024, guys. A lot of sideways price action has been happening, and the reason why, I'll give you my fundamental analysis behind it. Before, we didn't have governments and all these big corporations jumping into cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. We also didn't have the idea of a crypto strategic reserve for governments, and the US being the leading force of that. And we also have an integration of AI and all these other technologies, guys. So as a result, the markets are not reacting the same. We saw a lot of sideways consolidation, and that's currently what we have been seeing for Bitcoin dominance and the total 2 chart. We saw some great rips in March of 2024 and also at the end of 2024, but I think we're still going to be seeing some crazy gradual rips up because the markets are responding completely differently than what we have seen before. But overall, swiping everything to the side, guys, this is where it's super important to keep up with the day-to-day events, the price action on Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoin specific indicators, and overall the sentiment to understand how to position yourself. I'm making plays, I'm day trading, I'm doing all the good stuff, but I know a lot of people are losing hope in the markets, but they're not able to get out of the macro lens, which just looking at the day-to-day and look at the broad perspective. Look at what happened in previous cycles, kind of correlated to the price action as to what was going on at that time. Who was playing in the markets? Was there big governments? No, it's a completely different game, and I want to give you guys that perspective. Now, at the end of the day, I'm not a financial advisor. I do not know what's going to be happening. I, got into crypto back in 2021, 2022, made some good money with NFTs. You can go check my YouTube channel all the way back down before I started doing day-to-day content. You can see how I got started with NFTs, got into the markets, and guys, it's a completely different landscape, and you need to understand that. But if you keep up with indicators and charts like Bitcoin dominance, the total 2 chart, USDT, the sentiment in the markets, and what crypto analysts are saying, you can really start to correlate exactly what's going to be happening in the next few weeks and how you can position yourself. But I know that was a lot of information. If you're new to my channel, go to check out the rest of my content. I'm an intermediate trader documenting my journey since the beginning of 2023, showing you guys my wins, my losses, keeping you guys updated on the day-to-day events, price action on Bitcoin and altcoins, and overall exactly how you can position yourself to make the crazy gains. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on right now. I do not want you guys getting caught up in the macro lens, and a lot of people are capitulating their bags, selling out, and as a result, they're not going to be seeing the huge rip up. Now, like I said, this is not financial advice by any means. I'm okay with being wrong because I've allocated to strong companies that I am for sure that they're going to be doing some crazy things in the next few weeks, especially with some big events happening and a lot of liquidity injections that are going to be happening in the next few weeks. But new to the channel, drop me a comment, like, subscribe. Let me know where you're at in your journey. Let me know how you feel about the markets. Let me know what you think of my perspective. And overall, if you have any questions or suggestions for future content. If you're new to the channel, though, I drop day-to-day content to keep you guys updated with every single thing that you need to know. So make sure you stay tuned, and hopefully I catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.